Well, good evening, everybody. Thank you all for being here. This is our regular meeting for the month of November, which is hard to believe, but it is upon us. Board members, on your desks this evening, you've got a proposed agenda, and the floor would be open for a motion to accept this agenda for the next meeting, or we can make any changes that you see fit.
I move to approve the agenda for tonight's board meeting.
All right, thank you. Got a motion?
Second.
And a second, thank you. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed say no. Great. Well, if everyone would please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. So, board members, in the first email that Ms. Williams sent out, she had the draft, no, that was in today's, wasn't it? Today's email, we have the minutes from our October meeting. Yeah, it was on the October 29th email. Floor would be open for motion to approve those minutes or make any changes or that you're aware of.
Make a motion to approve.
Thank you. Got a motion
Second.
and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed say no. Thank you. In today's email from Ms. Williams, we had the disbursements for the month. If you would like to take a look at those if you haven't already. And then the floor will be open for a motion to approve these disbursements for October. I did notice on the FPU, it was higher, and part of that was the utilities were higher, and part of that was because of whole relocation. I assume that had to do with the project.
FPU and the project at the front of Askins.
Yeah.
We had to relocate a light pole for the parking lot about 10 or 12 feet, but it was well worth it. The project looks great.
Oh, it looks fantastic, yes, okay. I see what that related to.
Are the Paxton Patterson things coming from what are those, like CTE funds? Get
I believe
a
so.
reimbursement back?
Yes.
Okay, I make a motion to approve October disbursements.
Okay, thank you. Got a motion?
Second.
And a second. Any other questions or comments? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed say no. Great. In our principals reports, Mrs. Taylor is here to report on all three schools, I'll bet.
Yes. Okay. So starting with Ralph Askins, Mrs. Baker wanted you all to be aware that the pre-K enrollment is at 76. Kindergartners are at 91, first graders at 105, second graders 101, third graders at 67, fourth graders at 83, fifth graders at 85 for a total of 608 currently enrolled. First of all, I would like to thank the teachers and our PTO President Bree Parks for a successful fall blast this past Thursday evening. They did a great job organizing the events and making sure all the kids had a great time. We would also like to thank parents for donating candy and baked goods for our games and our cakewalk. Mrs. Beard's fourth grade classes wanted to give a shout out to Mr. Mark Clark for spending the day with them, teaching them about Morse code. The students enjoyed the lesson and they were able to use Morse code to spell out their names. And coming up this month, we will have our annual Thanksgiving lunches. We have had a huge response with tons of RSVPs for the Thanksgiving lunches. The lunches for kindergartner, third grade, first grade, and pre-K will be held on Wednesday, November the 19th The lunches for second graders, fifth graders, and fourth graders will be held on Thursday, November the 20th. We have split the lunches so that we can accommodate all of our guests. And that concludes Ms. Baker's report. For Fayetteville Middle School, we had 48 families participate in Lunch on the Lawn after our awards program. We will kick off our annual Stuffing the Turkey Boxes that's sponsored by our Beta Club this week. The drive will begin today and will go until the end of November. Basketball season is in full swing, and our students acknowledged our own Miss Maggie Warren during our Pink Out game on October the 27th. Lions Club free vision and hearing screening will be held tomorrow, November the 4th, and November the 5th for those that can't make it on the 4th. And our tutoring program is up and running every Monday through Friday from 7:15 to 7:45 a.m. It's free of charge for our students. Mr. Hobbs' winter formal performance at FMS will be held on December the 18th and 19th, and we've already started practices. And our most recent pulse check through the POSP survey revealed a 94% approval rate from parents of FMS students, and 99% stated that they were happy with FMS. So thank you. Any questions?
That is awesome.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And just so the board knows, if you'd like a Morse code thing at the next board offsite, we can accommodate that request as well. And if you don't, we can. And Miss Brandy Thompson is here with us tonight to talk about an exciting trip.
Good evening, everyone. In your packets, I included a copy of the next upcoming trip for Tigers Unleashed. So I'm here tonight to propose or seek approval for advertisement for the upcoming trip. Also for 27 and 28. The earlier we're able to plan and put together a trip, the earlier students have to make payments. And it keeps the cost down for our Tigers. I also included a part of the agenda. And some of the benefits I wanted to mention tonight are experiential learning, cultural competency and diversity awareness, language acquisition and communication skills. Students will have opportunities for personal growth and independence, and it provides academic enrichment. One of the activities is a research project and coral reef restoration, which I feel like is an awesome opportunity for our students. So with your blessing, I would love to start advertising. Does anyone have any questions for me?
Sort of a follow-on to the Greece trip, if you will.
Yes,
Just
sir.
Next in the series.
Yes, sir.
That's exciting. So we do need to take board action
Yes.
to approve this.
Approve her ability to gather information, and you can go ahead and do a pre-approval of the trip if you like, but we definitely want to, I think tonight she specifically asked for approval to kind of advertise and do all that part of it.
I make a motion to do so.
To go
I
ahead.
make a motion for her to advertise and pre-approval of
Mhm.
said trip.
Awesome.
That's wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Got a motion?
Second.
And a second. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed say no. Great. Very-
Thank you,
very good.
guys.
Keep us in the loop. That's exciting. Very exciting. I did not see any names of members of the public who had asked to speak.
No, sir.
So I'll make time, so we'll move
Public
along.
comment.
Okay. Dr. Stiles is with us tonight. Good evening.
Good evening. Well, with federal funds, we have a lot of money that we spend in our consolidated application, and we always want to make sure we're spending it wisely. And we've done that. We've made sure we followed all of our guidelines, federal, state, and board. And so a few things that this is our last year for our Stronger Connections grant. And we've been able to do a lot of great things. We have implemented the clubs at the middle and high school, and we have, we're looking into getting another facility dog for our middle high. So, and Miss Monty and Miss Maggie have agreed to be the handlers, so we're excited about that. But we've included this compliance report. We have no findings, so we're just asking that you sign off on it, that we have been compliant and spend our money.
State education laws and state Board of Education rules. Okay.
I make a motion to approve the 2025 LEA compliance report.
All right, thank you. Got a motion?
Second.
And a second? Any further discussion? All in favor say aye. Anyone opposed say no. Great,
Thank you.
thank you.
I mean, this is moved on, but well, that Stronger Connections grant is what we're using for personnel budget for social workers?
Yes, yes.
So we're just crossing our fingers that perhaps another.
Yeah, I met with the state, and they said at this point, they haven't approved any more funding for that, but that it is something they'll keep us in. They bragged on our spending, and they have actually increased it $8,000, because I guess other systems had not spent their money, so that is a little bit more money that we get. But yes, at this time, we have not been told that it would be extended.
Claudia's being modest, I would say, due to her good stewardship, we're probably, if there is an extension or if there is anything that changes, we're in great shape to be able to.
Yeah.
She's put us in a really good shape to have good favor with the group, so.
This is an instance where they want to see you spending the money wisely.
Oh,
right?
yes, yes,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
yeah, down to zero.
Right.
Like between some of the ideas of some of the other supervisors and the work she's put into it, like we've spent money well and wisely, and a lot of innovative ideas, and I think they've been impressed with that. And she had a meeting, 2 weeks ago?
That's
And
right.
I think it went well beyond her expectations,
Yeah.
so, we'll see where the funding is. But if
That's
there's any,
right.
we're in great
We
shape.
hope.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Claudia.
Thank you, appreciate that. All right, our CFO report, Ms. Williams.
So the revenue and expenditures year-to-date from July through October was earlier today, and this is just for review and just for entertaining questions you may have.
And my takeaway from our finance committee meeting was that everything is as expected so far this year. When we budgeted, so that's good news. Thanks for those monthly reports, we appreciate those. Committee reports, facilities and transportation.
Well, unfortunately, I don't have any update on the FEMA project. We haven't really heard anything from them during the shutdown. That's not a surprise. It's not indicative of anything other than they have fewer people working the desks. So as soon as we hear something, I'll let you know. Everything is still on go, it's just a matter of time. And then with facilities, we've got, I'm sure quite a number of you have seen the new walkway going from the annex at Ralph Feskins up to the road in between where the main building goes down, and then the new cover from the main building, and how all that's completed and it looks really, really nice. And during Fall Blast Thursday, I wanted to make a point to walk under it because I've been around it, watched it put up, but I just haven't walked under it. So I go down, and the company did an outstanding job, but I got tickled because there were some middle school girls who were behind me, and they weren't paying attention to who was in front of them, and they were like, "Oh, this is great! I really wish we'd had this." They're like, "Yeah, we had to use those umbrellas," and so they were kind of laughing like, "This looks great," but yeah. So I thought that was pretty neat, and I thought y'all would like to know that from the clientele that it serves, who didn't get to use it, they were a little jealous that it's there now. But I'm very pleased with that. One of the best projects as far as timing and efficiency, and the company, Boyce Ballard, that did the building, did a phenomenal job. So that is complete now.
It looks fantastic, though. really is an upgrade to the whole facility. But if you haven't been back there, it's well worth the
Well, and
ride.
it's really nice to be able to say contractor did, like, well done.
Yeah,
Like,
it's not,
This is two
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, like,
That's-
that's nice
this
to
is
be
getting
able to-
close.
it is really
Right, it
nice.
feels like that's not the norm. Like,
No, these days, it's more likely that it goes the other way, but they went well above and beyond and were the communication was great, and I think that's what helped. They talked, we basically had personnel, Jeff was with them every day and just went through, and then at the end, you know, they did their own punch list before the architects and before everybody else did their punch list, and it was really nice. And that's the thing that you all know I'm not a big aesthetics guy. I don't have a great fashion sense or anything, but I'm really pleased at the way the design makes the entire front of the building with the different textures of brick. It makes it look intentional now. It makes the whole building look so much nicer and more modern. So I'm tickled with it. It was money well spent. So, and kudos to the board members. Y'all, that came from the board. The idea to have that project and upgrade it. So when it's all said and done, good job. It was a great idea.
Very functional, it looks great. Finance Committee has no report tonight to bring to you, so insurance and policy.
We have a policy on the second reading. I move to approve policy 2.804, expenses and reimbursements on the second reading.
Okay, got a motion
Second.
and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Okay, thank you. I saw that TSBA had emailed earlier today with some policy-related matters, and there's gonna be some of that coming up in
Yeah.
future meetings, so appreciate all y'all do to handle that. Mr. Jones, Superintendent's report.
I have no real report, but I will make the board aware that we have had some jostling of personnel at the middle school as we've got our new administration in there and the expectations. There have been a couple of non-tenured staff who have decided that they wanted to leave their positions, but we're very blessed and fortunate to have good applicants waiting, and so we're plugging those in as it's happening, and probably within about a week and a half, I'll have all that to pass along to the board with the names. So
That's awesome.
So it's good. So that's indicative of good progress. So
That's awesome.
yes.
Okay. A couple of things in my report. You would have noticed, I'm sure, in one of the emails, the schedule of meetings for 2026. That allows us to comply with policy 1.402, which is to notify the public of our regularly scheduled meetings for the year ahead. So that will have the dates, specific dates for January through December of next year. And I suppose we need a motion to approve those dates. It's the first Monday of each month, spoiler alert, at 5 o'clock.
So moved.
Thank you. Got a motion
Second.
and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed say no. Great. And then you also probably noticed in your packet that as we track along with the U-Trust Appreciation Months, this is Superintendent Appreciation. And a lot can be said about the great superintendent that we have working with us. But the resolution itself mentions specifically integrity, transparency, strong sense of purpose. Those are words that really resonated with me as I was reading this draft resolution. And it resolves that the Board of Education recognizes the dedicated service of Mr. Eric Jones, express our sincere appreciation for your leadership in creating a positive and enriching and learning environment. And I think we can unanimously agree to that. We also proclaim November 13th, 2025 as Superintendent Appreciation Day and encourage our principals to carry out the U-Trust Appreciation Program in their schools this month by recognizing our superintendent in meaningful and creative ways. And there's already a meaningful and creative way that is being recognized, right, with the
Yes,
collection of socks.
I think Askins has put together a sock drive, and they're going to sock it to me, and the kids are all gonna get an opportunity to throw socks at me. I look forward to that. I'm sure the child that's most excited is my own.
Be sure we have the day and time. Be sure we have the day and time. I would certainly make a motion that we approve this resolution of appreciation.
Second.
All right, second. Thank you very much. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed say no. Great. The only other thing I know to do is remind you that, two things. Our next regularly scheduled board meeting would be Monday, December 1st. Get that out of the way before all the holiday get-togethers start happening. So if no one knows of a reason that we can't meet on Monday, December 1st, then that's when we'll see each other again, except at the TSBA convention, and leadership are coming up here in a couple of weeks. So I know that most, if not all, the board members will be there. Look forward to that. It's always a very, very educational thing for us, and a good social time to see fellow board members all across the state. It's always fun to review friendships and strengthen those bonds, because we're all in this public education thing together. We are all in it together. Any closing comments, board members? If not, we will stand adjourned. Thank you.